Thank you. All right, let's now head over to Rob Astorino, Newsmax host. He is at Cafe No Longer Basili. It is now Cafe Astorino. There's so many pilgrims, millions from around the world that have gathered, and you're right there in the center of it. Rob, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. People are, milling about. When the black smoke came, I saw people running towards the square to see, from the chimney. But niente fumo nero. No, niente fumo bianco. No white smoke yet. Ashley McGuire is with us from the Catholic Association. So it is exciting here, right? I mean, it's 3 rounds of voting, nothing yet. But your group, your association is defending the faith, which it's hard to imagine that we need an organization, a lay organization, to defend the faith. But in this world, with the media the way it is, and even within the church, kind of drifting a little bit in the interpretation or the presentation of issues and doctrine, it can get confusing.
No, you're absolutely right. And I think that the last pontificate, nobody would deny that confusion has grown. Right. And we can't afford to be confused in this world where you have such aggressive, rampant, secular hostility. We're really hoping and praying that the cardinals right now are, and we know that they're working in cooperation with the Holy Spirit, that the Holy Spirit is guiding them, and that they will guide them in choosing someone who's a holy man, but also someone who's a bold and courageous preacher of the faith.
So, I mean, it's interesting because we've had 3 rounds of voting. Well, 1 round yesterday and then a break. So they were talking to each other. We do not know how the votes have moved in any direction or for whom. But obviously no one got to 89, maybe not even close. And we may have had people fall off, basically, where that guy is never going to get there. So now what? So now they're taking their break.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of discussions of, okay, where do we go? Who's acceptable? In your mind, is there a who that you would like to see? We'll start with that. And then what type of papacy would you like?
Yeah, I would say not a who, but a certain set of qualities. I mean, again, I think first and foremost, someone who's holy, who is clearly lives a life that's rooted in prayer. This is something I think Pope Francis, he was really a model of humility and of that. But there's been a lot of debates and conversations, especially with these synods, that have opened up conversations about important matters of the faith. And
well, for instance, I mean, let's just be honest, blessing of gay couples. Well, what does that mean? And that was interpreted so many different ways. Yeah, German bishop said, okay, that's basically maybe we can bless gay marriages and maybe perform gay marriage. And then you had others say, whoa, and wrote what's called a dubia, meaning, can you please clarify that? But that is a public rebuke.
Right.
So...
And that gets to the point of division. I mean, we need somebody who's going to guide us away from division. And I think the way forward is clarity. Clarity, and some of those things need to be clarified right away. But absolutely clarity. I mean, I'm somebody who came into the church because of the clarity of the church's teachings. If we want to bring more souls to Christ, we need to be clear in how we proclaim the faith. And I think that there's kind of a modern misunderstanding that if you dilute things down, that's how you attract followers. I think it's the opposite. And I think when you see the orthodoxy of these young religious, these young priests in the United States, that's what's driving these record numbers of faithful coming in. I mean, Easter Vigil, my social media was flooded with images of packed Easter Vigils, record numbers of people coming into the faith. That's the United States. Europe is a different story. And so...
But maybe a new papacy can, blossom new folks here, especially in Europe.
Right.
It's good to see Ashley.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, that's it from Cafe Astorino. Now back to the previous owner here, Tom Basilia and Lydia.